Hello, my fellow Ebinskis. I'm your host, ACT. It's just the abbreviated form of Anime Crack Theories, ACT, A-C-T. And today, I will figure out how Midnight from MHA, I will figure out how her quirk works. I have my suspicions, but I will research the specifics, or at least the ones available, so I will know more accurately how it works, and I will explain it to you here today. I know this video is going to be more speculative than anything, so just bear with me. Okay, so, for a quick rundown. She releases a purple gas from her body that, when inhaled, causes the victim to fall asleep on the spot. And this ability works better on men than on women, typically. My mind immediately jumps to melatonin because, you know, the sleepy chemical. But it appears that is not the case because pure melatonin is white or cream-like in color and does not act nearly as fast as Midnight's quirk. Add that to the fact that melatonin has more of a robust effect on women than it does men, which is the reverse of Midnight's quirk. So what I'm thinking is that Midnight's quirk might not be a single thing, but rather a mix of many things. Perhaps what's giving it its color is not what's inducing sleep, and for that reason it works on men better. Perhaps. I hypothesize that this is because men tend to be attracted to women more than women are attracted to women. It's called being straight. Not that I would know. Anyways, it makes sense. Her character is based off of the sort of dark attractiveness that many men find enticing. But I digress. It appears to me that her quirk is comprised of three parts: the color, the drowsiness, and the guard lowering on those who are attracted to women. Keeping this in mind, it might be difficult to find a real-world equivalent to this, due to the effects appearing based on attraction. That's just what I'm going with, I'm not saying that's set in stone. One of the fastest acting sleep chemicals is propofol, which is used as anesthesia for patients. So what I'm saying is, similar to how Bakugo has nitroglycerin-like sweat, heavily implying that it is not itself nitroglycerin, it is safe to assume that quirk users can produce new chemicals that do not inherently act exactly like the real-world kinds and are not the exact real-world kinds. To bring it back to the point, I think Midnight's quirk first induces relaxation, which people who are attracted to women are more sensitive to in this case, and then they fall asleep shortly after. We see the relaxing effects happening on this right before they entirely get knocked out. Example, Bakugo. He didn't just get immediately knocked out by it. You see him visibly relax. There's a big difference between someone visibly relaxing and just getting knocked out. And that wouldn't make sense considering the fact it is a lot easier to fall asleep when relaxed compared to when on high alert. So basically, what I'm saying is, if someone is not attracted to women, i.e. straight girl or gay guy, then they might be able to resist the relaxation part of Midnight's quirk a bit better, and therefore might take longer to fall asleep from her quirk. This is the reason why I suspect it usually works on men than it does on women. I think this explanation for her quirk both fits her characterization and how quirks work in My Hero Academia, with some people being more resistant to some quirks and abilities. Think of it almost like Pokemon type matchups. A fire type is going to be a lot more resistant to a grass type than a water type could be. It comes down to the person Midnight is trying to knock out, personality, attraction, and the quirk all come into play when up against someone in My Hero Academia. A recurring theme in My Hero Academia is not all men are created equal, which is true in our world, but is even more true in a world where 80% of people have some sort of superpower. Some people are naturally more equipped to go up against some quirks compared to others, and I think this extends beyond quirks. That's why I think it matters who the individual is when it comes to the effectiveness of Midnight's quirk, rather than the gender or sex of the person, even though it does form a pattern. And now, for like my final point, I think that she is emitting some sort of purple gas, some sort of relaxation gas, and some propofol-like gas all in one. Some sort of mix that is causing people to fall asleep so quickly. I don't know what the relaxation one is because there's no gas that I'm aware of that works better on people who are attracted to women. If you know, feel free to tell me in the comments, because I genuinely do not know. So, this has been ACT on Anime Crack Theories. Stay groovy, my Weebinskis. Act signing off. Tune in for next episode, which will be seeing who's the strongest out of the Hunter x Hunter main 4.